Because it's not only Zimbabwe, we are not trying to reinvent the wheel. The other countries, they are also doing that. The countries like China, Philippines, and recently Kenya and Africa have done that, to try to look at the competitive. In Kenya, they look at counties. It's the same like provinces here. So we just came a little bit short, but we are on track for this one. So us as a commission, we found merit in doing that. So sometime last year, we did pilot on our own, and the pilot we did the same questionnaires where you also participate to see, do you understand it? Where do you think there is need refinement? Take it that everything which you suggest, there's no right or wrong answer. At the end of the day, your contribution, your value addition is important to improve the questionnaire. And this is also important that the statistics which you collect, you get quality statistics. So this workshop is very important. Like what I said, it's good for preparation for the actual collection of the data, which you made reference to. So the significance of this workshop cannot be overstated. While considerable effort has gone into developing the survey framework, the success of the entire exercise will ultimately depend on the quality of data collected in the field. No matter how robust the methodology may be, its credibility rests on the professionalism, accuracy, and integrity of those entrusted with the data collection. Now we are making reference to you yourselves, the enumerators. You, the enumerators, are therefore at the center of this process. You will serve as the primary interface between the RUCCI program and the households, business institutions, and local authorities, whose experiences and perspectives will shape the final index. The reliability of the findings, the credibility of the report, and the usefulness of the resulting policy in recommendation will all depend on your commitment to adhering to the prescribed methodologies and maintaining the highest standards of data quality. The objective of this workshop is therefore to ensure that every enumerators acquire a comprehensive understanding of the survey instruments, field protocols, ethical standards, respondents engagement techniques, data collection technologies, and quality assurance procedures that will govern the exercise. By the end of this training, each participant should possess the knowledge, confidence, and practical skills required to undertake the fieldwork effectively and consistently. The RUCCI initiative represents a landmark undertaking in Zimbabwe competitiveness agenda. For the first time, the country is establishing a systematic evidence-based and nationally comparable framework for assessing the competitiveness of local authorities. Through the generation of credible and actionable data, RUCCI will provide policymakers, local authorities, investors, business, and communities with the valuable insights into the factors that influence competitiveness within their respective jurisdiction. And this also, that framework, this process also guides decisions for investors, service delivery, local economic growth and development of the respective local authority, and it's also its attractiveness to the business. We developed and refined the survey instruments, sampling framework fields, the procedures and methodology approaches that would guide the national rollout of the survey. Importantly, it produced draft questionnaire, that's the one which you are going to at the moment, the survey procedures manual that now form the backbone of this data collection exercise. Thereafter, the trainer of trainers workshop provided a further opportunity to rigorously review these instruments and procedures through intensive technical discussion and practical simulations. The questionnaires, the procedures manual were further refined, tested, standardized, to ensure consistency, clarity, and operational readiness. The trainers who emerge from that process have laid a strong. So the findings of that thing, we realized that we need the Zimstats. We also need experts in doing these things. So that's when we engaged Zimstat. To date, we've done questionnaire design workshop. We've done training of trainers. Now we are doing the training of the enumerators, and I'm informed that soon after this, that is between the period 2 to 22 July, we'll be doing data collection. So that's where the enumerators become very, very handy, because the quality of the data now determines the outcome. So it is critical that you guys really ask questions, interrogate what was done, and so that at least we are on the same page, and it won't be, so that it also becomes easy for you when you are dealing with that. But also will be part of the process, we'll be helping each other along the way. So it is good, and I've seen since morning robust discussion which was happening. It means people are following up, and they are also asking very critical pertinent issues, which is critical to improve the quality of the questionnaire, and at the end of the day we'll have the quality statistics at the end of the day. So maybe just to get into my prepared speech, I just wanted to briefly highlight those issues. So it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Rural and Urban Council's Competitive Index. That's what we tell RUCCI at the end of the day. So the data which you'll be collecting eventually will be able to generate the indexes, and we will be able to rank these local authorities to see which ones are best performing. And as you see, I think we've got 3 questionnaires which will be running through, one for local authority themselves, one when they'll be judged by the households, and the other one they'll be judged by the business community. And also, it is also critical to note that within the respective jurisdiction, those local authorities, you've got the association, the business associations, you've got the resident associations. So when you do the data collection, those associations also, they are also critical that you can also run past through the membership there of those ones to get some of the information, and also as you go to the respective residents. I'm delighted to see representatives from our partner institutions. We've got the trainers, supervisors, and the enumerators gathered here today as we enter the final preparatory stage of this important national assignment. Allow me to express my sincere appreciation to all the institutions and individuals who have contributed to the development of the RUCCI program. To date, the progress we celebrate today is the result of highly collaborative process involving the NCC, that's the Commission, Zimstats, Ministry of Industry and Commerce, Ministry of Local Government and Public Works. Today's workshop marks the culmination of a rigorous and carefully sequenced survey preparation process issues. Because it's not only Zimbabwe, we are not trying to reinvent the wheel. The other countries, they are also doing that. The countries like China, Philippines, and recently Kenya and Africa have done that, to try to look at the competitive. In Kenya, they look at counties, it's the same like provinces here. So we just came a little bit short, but we are on track for this one. So us as a commission, we found merit in doing that. So last year, sometime last year, we did pilot on our own, and the pilot we did the director, Ms. Piri, from Zimstats, standing in for DG, Ms. Bandama. And also want to recognize representative from our parent ministry, Ms. Kabudura. And also I understand we've got colleagues from the parent ministry responsible for local government, the public works. They also got representatives because the issue which you are dealing with of local authorities is under their purview. So for policy guidance and so forth, it is proper also to be part. Whatever the statistics will bring out later on, they will provide some gaps wherein you need interventions in terms of policy to enhance competitiveness. That's the channel where they need to tackle that issue. So that's why we have got that ministry responsible for local authorities. And also I want to recognize the colleagues from Zimstats, our national statistical agents, and also the other colleagues who have joined us, the critical colleagues, which are the enumerators. They are the ones who will be responsible in the data collection. So this workshop, that's when it comes at the tail end, so that soon after this workshop, we hit the ground and start collecting the data. And also, I also want to recognize the colleagues from NCC who have been working with the Zimstats colleagues in terms of questionnaire designing and so forth. The one which we are trying to educate each other so that it becomes easy when you are doing the data collection. So, just to inform you that from NCC, it's just repeating. I know Mzimba did mention that when he was making his presentation, that we are responsible for the issues of competitiveness, to enhance competitiveness. I hope Mzimba managed to articulate what competitive means, because I know people, they just want to talk competitiveness, putting that word in statements, but to say what exactly it is, that's what is critical. Competitiveness, you'll be comparing yourselves with the other ones, trying to do something better than the other. So here we're looking at the issues in terms of what are the competitive gaps, especially for the local authorities, because they are critical in terms of attracting investment within their jurisdiction by improving their service deliveries, so articulation, water provision. These are all critical for any business, for any household, to make a decision whether to invest in that particular area. Yeah. So that investment is critical for the development of that particular area, and eventually for the development of the country